I somehow managed to endure the pain that was coursing through my body and stand up. There was blood everywhere on the stage. How are you gonna explain this to the police, you know, in Shinjo? They're gonna have to clean up and what's going on? I avoided it and dragging my unmoving left leg as I walked toward the body that used to be my dad. I mean, in the eyes of the public, you know, we're basically a murderer. Kill her dad. It's hard to explain, you know, that Sakuma was the mastermind behind the whole killings and everything. But even then, we're kind of like taking the law in our own hands, you know. I was like, I don't know, is there like a law for like being a vigilante? There probably is. Like the idea that you're killing a criminal, you know. But, you know, it's, for one, it's, you know, magic, gigalomaniac bullshit. So obviously that's beyond the law. And also, you know, it's kind of like self-defense, sort of. But the sword was still shining as it stuck out of his throat. I made it disappear. When I saw what was left, I didn't feel a sense of accomplishment or anything else. You want to get a sense of accomplishment, says EA Games. Just an urge to vomit. You had to pay $5.99 for a sense of achievement and accomplishment. He was lying on the ground. I'd killed him. I killed my dad. How could this have happened? Taking revenge for Nono and Yui didn't make me feel any better at all. That tends to happen when you're taking revenge because it doesn't bring back the people that you lost, you know, to life. Though I was thinking, like, you can make life, right? You can just do anything as a gigalomaniac. Can he just, like, you know, just create copies from your mind? Just do it, you know? Yeah, maybe not yet. I didn't feel happy at all. I realized I was crying. I didn't know how long I'd been crying, but my tears were red. Everything around me felt like a lie. I was having trouble standing up, and not just because of my injury. This was how it felt to cross a line that should never cross. I tried to smile and forget my tears. What was I doing? Was this how I felt to break my promise to Nono? Hehehe. Very funny. I guess we take after our dad. Findings like this all very funny. Alright, Sarika. I remember the real reason I come here. There is something I wanted to ask her. I looked away from Dad and walked over to Sarika, dragging my leg behind me. I looked down at Sarika and reached out my hand. I wanted to at least fix up her clothes where they'd been messed up. Nanny? There was a loud, heavy noise and an impact around my stomach. What was that? I looked down at my body, trying to find the source of the sound and the noise, and there was a D-sword sticking out of my stomach. Well, it was... Did we get backstabbed? No, Sarika. The same one that had taken Nono's life on the roof of Hekiho Academy. Wait a... Chotomate? Thought you were dead. I guess not? I guess we just assumed she was dead? That's what Sakuma said, but... Nani? We got debated. November 6, 2015, Friday. 10:50 p.m., the second Shibuya Restoration Festival was now over. The murmuring among the crowd at Memorial Park started as soon as the ward mayor finished his speech. Some people headed straight for the station, glad to be done. Some people were so moved by the speeches given by the victims that they stood in front of the memorial, wiping away their tears. Some people went out to go drinking since it was Friday. They'd all come to the Restoration Festival for different reasons. But even now, when all the planned festivities were over, there were still some people who hadn't seen what they'd come for. The whispers started all over the place, and others agreed, even though they would never say it. They all looked around with searching eyes. Everyone was looking for Miyashiro Takuru. At the same time, Shibuya Scramble Crossing. This place was even more packed than Memorial Park, and the reaction was even stronger. Some started to say that the whole thing was a hoax, and more people began to leave. The ones that didn't move at all were the ones in the masks. They were waiting for Miyashiro Takuru more than anyone. But the festival was over. When the heat and passion of the festival began to fade and reality came crashing in, they began to doubt. He was a mastermind behind all those murders. They thought that would be nothing for him to commit suicide in public, but were they wrong? Or was someone that brilliant capable of making an announcement like that, then managing to escape? The ones that stood in groups began to stare at each other with their three-eyed masks, trying to guess what the others were thinking. Should they move somewhere with less people? They waited for someone to suggest it. And then something happened that saved them. At the center of the commotion were police officers, running somewhere in a hurry. Shinjo kept suggesting that they get confirmation, but his boss ignored him. When the information had come in, he lost his ability to control the situation. He cursed at the phone as they hung him up. This was bad. This was really bad. Shinjo looked at the time. It had already been it had already been 10 minutes after he'd gone back to Alba Dorm and gotten everyone into the car. It was probably the first time he'd ever seen her go pale. Shinjo had repeatedly asked for a source, but it didn't help. From the way his boss had been acting, it was possible that they didn't even know where it had come from. Now that the police knew that Miyashiro was at the Hikari-O, there was no time to go to Akihabara in black. Akihabara in black. Why can't I read? He had to be there. It was his job. He was the detective in charge of the case. And if Miyashiro was going to be arrested, he was the only one who could help. But getting the kids from Alba Dorm out was something that only he could do. What should he do? He kept asking himself that. I mean, do they have to escape right now? I mean, I don't know. Because assuming Sakamo's dead, I think he is. You know, that sword going through the back of his neck. There's no one really trying to kill them anymore. Assuming the committee also doesn't want to, kill them. But then, if you can't really run away from the committee, can you? Assuming they're like an all-powerful shadow organization, Illuminati style. So, there's actually no point in escaping anymore, as it turns out. But I guess they don't know that. That's why he remained as a guard. She couldn't mean. He had a bad feeling. Did Kunasato have an international license?
無免許運転を取り締まってる場合か。とっとと行け。
あのな。
Suddenly, his phone began to ring. This time, it was from one of his men. There wasn't even time to think about it anymore. He prayed as he tossed Kunasato the key. She's gonna go like,
子供たちが乗ってるんだ。無茶な運転はするな。
cut to like Kunasato doing a drift on the highway. Gas, gas, gas.
当然だ。私を誰だと思っている。
何かあったらすぐに連絡しろ。それが無理なら、どこでもいい。交番に駆け込んで、俺の名前を出せ。
Shinjo ran off without waiting for an answer.
新庄さん。
あ?
He turned around. Kunasato had a totally earnest look on her face as she spoke.
アクセルは確か右だったな。
Okay. Shinjo had to force himself not to go grab the keys out of her hand. Look at them on the internet, wrong-sider, he yelled as he ran toward the Hikari. Oh, I guess Kunasato will have to learn how to drive a car. On the spot. Google, how do I drive a car? It was cold, and I was sleepy. My body wouldn't move. Was I back in that world? That dark prison? No. I could still feel pain. My senses were still working. Then, what was this? I remember where I was. I'd passed out. My back, my stomach. I felt the warmth fading from my body with each drop of blood I lost. But my wounds burned like someone was pressing a soldering iron up against them. And yet for some reason I felt sleepy. This didn't make sense. My whole body had stopped making sense. I heard footsteps. They were getting further away. I forced my eyes to open and look toward the source of the sound. The first thing I saw was my dad's body, the body of the man I had killed. Until a moment ago, he'd still been a person. And beyond him, I saw her through my blurry eyes. And she was alive this whole time, apparently. Well, she was getting further away. It was Sarika. She was still alive. She was walking. She had just put her phone in her pocket, okay? Were you like an agent from the community this whole time? Were you like a double, triple, super duper agent or something? She was walking across the stage. Probably she was heading for the exit, high among the seats. She didn't look back. It wasn't a hallucination, at least it shouldn't have been. No one was left who could use mind control. There's something I have to ask you. That's why I come here. Come on, this was supposed to be my body, right? Why wasn't it moving when I told it to? Sarika stepped off the stage. She made her way through the seats to leave. She was about to disappear. No, don't, wait. Please, come on, move. Suddenly, I felt a familiar pain in my head. I obeyed my intuition and let it go. The D-sword appeared in my hand. That's right, I could do it. Just like I've done before. I use my powers to fling the D-sword at Sarika, and I hit her in the back of her neck, and then she also dies. 2-0 KD. I didn't care if it landed at her feet or where it landed at all. I mean, I just had to stop her. doing the literal same trick as we did before. Sarika sensed it coming and turned around. At the same time, a light appeared around her. Her D-sword appeared from within the light and she grabbed it. An easy blocked the incoming blade. When the two swords hit, my vision went white. Oh, okay, weird delusion thing. Use mind control on Sarika. Reminds me of a plot in another game, anyway. What? What's going on? Yeah, also these weird, like, you know, what are these branches? I mean, it seems usually we see these things. I guess these are like brain cells, you know, nerves, nervous system, maybe. Brain nerves. But usually we see these when we have delusions or whatever. What's going on? What was I looking at?
いろいろ聞きてえが、まず理由からいいか。
クルスノノを殺害する前、その思考を読んだ。彼女は遺言として手紙を残してきている。
はあ、涙ぐましいことだな。殺されるのを覚悟してたってことか、あいつ。
すでに警察に渡っているだろう。遅かれ早かれ、宮代拓もそれを読むことになる。そうなったら。宮代はあの手紙に、クルスノノの死に縛られる。あいつは遺言に従おうとするだろう。
Actually, hold on a second. I forgot to do something. I'll be right back. Real quick. Anyway.
遺言ってのは何だ？
復讐をしようとするな。もう事件を追うな。
へえ。
そうなれば、宮代は絶対に事件を追わなくなる。それは私にとって都合が悪い。だから、復讐や事件のことではなく、この私自身に興味を持たせるしかない。それで彼は必ず動くだろう。
そうか？なんでそんなことまでわかんだ？
私は宮代のことなら何でも理解できる。そういう存在だからだ。
ああ、思考誘導しなきゃいけねえのはなんでだ？
彼のそばには有村ひなえがいる。あの能力を無効化したい。
Oh yeah, well, we were talking about that before, mentioning like how she was telling the truth, but too truth, you know, too true or whatever. This is part of it, I guess.
私自身が嘘を信じ込んでしまえば、それはもう嘘ではなくなり、真実として有村に認識されるだろう。もちろん、宮代にもな。
ああ、伊藤ってガキと同じ手だな。
The same trick we use with the Ito. That works? I guess so, yeah. You know, making him believe that he was in love with Senri Minamisawa, whatever. Sarika was talking of Dad. The vision was unclear, like it was wrapped in fog. But this was...
でもめんどくせえな。タクルのやつに直接誘導をかけちまえば、それで済む問題じゃないのかよ。あっと、怒んなよ。
彼に対して可能な限り思考誘導はかけない。あれは脳をダメにする。そうだったな。
ああ、でも最後はもう一回使わせてもらうぜ。誘導なしじゃギガロマニアックス相手に勝ち目なんてね。
もう一度だけだぞ。いいな。
わかってるよ。
Just one more time? So it was used before, I guess. The whole mind control thing was used before on Takuru. Well, considering he's dead, I don't know, maybe there's some long-lasting effects, maybe. Because I'm thinking, like, if he did use mind control on Takuru, then... Or, I don't know, I feel like that's the implication. Maybe it's something else, but... If he did use it on Takuru, since he died, then that mind control should go away now, but I don't know. I could see the two of them talking. It looked like an old movie, shown through a projector that was slightly out of focus. But I wasn't really seeing it. The vision seemed to be coming directly into my mind.
じゃあ次だ。お前の思考にどう誘導をかける？
Yeah, what does she exactly want? I don't know.
筋書きはこうだ。
The script?
一つ。すでに委員会との関係を断たれているお前が委員会へ戻ろうと野心を抱いている。この作り話を私に信じ込ませろ。
Oh, okay, so that was a lie, apparently. That wasn't his real goal. Oh, okay.
二つ。その野心のためにお前は協力者の私を裏切り、宮代拓を犯人に仕立て上げようとしている。これも私の脳にすり込め。
So that was a lie too. Alright, okay. But then, what did he really want? I don't know.
三つ。
Was it...
叱るべきタイミングで彼の両親を殺したのは私だと私自身の口から伝えるように誘導。
Make me tell him myself at the appropriate time that I was the one who killed his parents, which is also a lie, apparently, I guess.
そして最後は私の生きる目的を変えろ。
Change the reason I exist. So, okay, so the whole time when Serika was saying, "Oh, I exist because I need to keep you alive or save you, whatever," that was the wrong reason, I guess. That's right. These were probably Serika's memories. Were her memories coming into me via the D-sword somehow? I don't know how that works, but sure, why not? Anime.
俺までその嘘話の中に巻き込むのかよ。
そうしなければならない。有村の能力とは別に障害となる人間がもう一人いる。久野里美代だ。
あいつか。なるほどな。
久野里美代は事情に精通しすぎているが、だからこそ委員会の話をでっち上げる。あの女は委員会のこととなると冷静さを失うからな。私が委員会の情報を持っていると思い込めば絶対に手放そうとしないはずだ。皮肉な話だが、久野里のおかげで私は宮代の近くに留まることができる。
Okay, so is the whole community thing, was that like entirely a lie? I don't know, are they connected to community at all?
お前おっかねえ女だな。そこまで考えてるってのか。いや、思考盗撮のおかげってやつか。
このゲームの登場人物を動かしているのは私だ。
Literally, maybe. Controlling literally of these characters in this literal game. Gameu? I remembered something. The theory I'd come up with in the newspaper club room. That was like the killer was challenging me to a game. The killer was moving people around like chess pieces. And that they wanted me to be the other player in the game. But once my dad identified himself as the killer, I'd given up on my theory. I thought that I was wrong. But maybe I was right?
なるほど、ゲームね。俺も楽しいことは好きだがよ。短い間とはいえ、てめえの人生の目的まで変えようとは思わねえな。
余計なことは言わなくていい。お前は宮代の真のギガロマニアックスのデータが取れればそれでいいのだろう。その欲求は満たしてやる。
So, okay, so I mean, I guess because we know that Serika was lying this whole time about those points. I guess, yeah, I was saying that before, why not just kill Miyashiro right away or whatever, you know? But that's not what he wanted. That's not what Sakuma wanted. And that's why he was like walking away and not killing Miyashiro instantly or whatever. I guess because he wanted information on Miyashiro, you know? He was experimenting on him or doing some kind of experiment so he could observe him, you know, and everything. It's all part of the research, I guess.
確かにそうだ。ただ、何回も言ってるがよ。俺がやろうとしてることに、タクルの精神が耐えられる可能性はゼロだぜ。昔所属してた AH 東京総合病院の地下施設、そこの責任者から直々に伝授された拷問だからな。
彼を見くびるな。私も何回もそう言っている。
壊しちまっていいんだな。そこに手は出さないって取り決めだもんな。
お前に思考誘導の装置さえなければ誰より先に殺していたな。
面白いな。やってみるか？
クズか。
おっと、そうだ、もう一つ。なんであいつを犯人に仕立てる必要がある？お前はあいつが事件を解決すればそれでいいんだろう？
それは
You just want him to solve the case. I don't know. Anyway, my vision blurred. There seemed to be a chorus of buzzing inside my head. This feeling, it was the same as when I used my power. The same as when I saw the D-sword in the corner of my vision. Another vision came to me through her D-sword. For her Ds, some of her Ds.
彼が私に言う。
自分は他の人とは違う。よくそういう人がいるけれど、ほとんどが勘違いだ。みんなそのことに気づいてない情弱ばかり。でも僕だけは本当に他の人と違う。
Was this me?
あの地獄のような渋谷を生き抜いた。そして両親を誰かに殺された。特別という言葉の定義は他と明確な区別があること。こんな経験をしている人はそんなにいない。だから僕は本当に特別なんだ。
I'm really special. Amazing.
なあ、渋谷地震の被災者のコメントの話ってしたことあったっけ？
何それ？
地震直後の混乱が収まった後、大量のマスコミが被災者に対して押しかけただろ。まだカオスチャイルド症候群者っていう言葉がなかった頃に。
I remember actually this. I think it was a scene from a long way back near the beginning of the game, actually, or was it the beginning? Some way.
その取材の論調の多くは民度の高さを訴えるものだった。これだけの震災にもかかわらず、暴動や略奪などの犯罪がほとんど起きていない。これは得難いことなんだって。実際そうなんだと思うよ。何が今一番辛いですかって聞かれた時、大半の被災者が地方の家族に自分の無事を伝えてやれないこととか、子供に好物を与えてやれないこととか、とにかく他人を心配しててさ。でもそんな中で一人の被災者が言ったんだよ。
Slightly different sprite because we never actually see Takuru from this perspective. Anyway, I remember what they said word for word, and it had left a huge impression on me.
頑張れという部外者。
I remembered it was what I said to Sarika at the cafe. It was just after the Love Hotel incident.
彼は当事者であろうとすることにこだわっている。それは幼い頃から変わらない彼の本質。
よくもまあ誰かがつぶやいてたっていう程度の情報だけで一喜一憂できるよな。僕にはとても真似できないよ。早速昨日起きた放火事件を調べに行こう。現場が近いんだ。かなり美味しいぞ。
彼はネットに潜り情報に溺れ、きれいに泳ぐために情報強者となることを目指し、試してくれる都市伝説を好んだ。そして興味は現実の事件へと広がる。きっかけは
6年生になった時、ニュージェネレーションの狂気が起きました。2009年です。本当に熱に浮かされていました。あの時は。
What was this? Now, this was me, yesterday. How? Was Sarika's D-Sword reading my memories now?
自分たちが住んでいる渋谷であんなことが起こっているのが最初信じられなくて、ほとんど PC に張り付いて情報を追ってました。ああいう大きな事件が起こった時のネットって本当に数分間目を離していただけで最前線からの情報からは置いていかれるんです。 己と交代しながら寝ないで事件を調べて、時には携帯でネットを見ながら事件現場に出かけて、そこの画像を撮ったりしてました。
Sarika hadn't been real then, but she'd been with me anyway.
事件が進んで、西条匠という人が犯人として注目を浴びて、でも結局それをひっくり返して、尾上も僕もとても興奮しました。かっこよく見えたんです、その人が。
It seems so cool. I remember him saying that. The previous main character of the previous game. So cool.
冤罪を晴らすっていうのは、結局間違った情報に踊らされた人よりも正しい情報をつかんでそれを突きつけるってことじゃないですか。僕が当時新聞部の今もですけど、やっていたことの最も大きな形に見えたんです。すごいね、この人と尾上は言ってました。同感でした。
おっと、そうだ、もう一つ。なんであいつを犯人に仕立てる必要がある？お前はあいつが事件を解決すればそれでいいんだろう？
それは6年前に起きたニュージェネレーションの狂気がそうだったからだ。
Okay, so I guess, if I had to guess, this was all just so he could like replicate what happened in the last game, or the prequel of this game anyway.
あの事件も犯人と目された人間が最終的にはその冤罪を晴らし、事件を解決に導いた。
Okay.
お前がニュージェネにこだわってんのは知ってるよ。わざわざ日付を調整してニュージェネの狂気の再来なんて呼ばれるように仕向けてきたんだからな。
Like I was wondering, like, yeah, maybe that's, well, I mean, I guess that's I'm a little bit confused, but like, because the original reason why Sakama wanted to make the murders look like the New Generation Madness killings was to get the attention of the committee, or at least now we know that that was a lie. It was simply Sarika letting herself be mind controlled into thinking that actually what was the true reason was that Sarika needed to make it look like New Generation murders so that, again, she could replicate what happened in Chaos Head. Or whatever, I guess. Because a similar thing happened in Chaos Head, basically.
ニュージェネに寄せてあんな殺し方したのも、力士シールを現場に残してそれをタクルに気づかせたのも、全部タクルにニュージェネの再来事件を解決させるためだろ？
So, well, it reminds me of Metal Gear Solid 2, actually. You know, how like the main character, or at least the main character majority of the game, you know, was chasing this idea that they had to be like the protagonists of their own previous game, you know, Metal Gear Solid 1 or whatever. So, there's that, I guess. Then was the theory that I come up with in the newspaper club room, right? It was Sarika who was manipulating the characters and setting up the game, and her real goal was me.
殺し方を決めたのはお前だろう。あんな悪趣味なものまで私のせいにするな。
Oh, okay. Well, it wasn't Sarika, I guess? I don't know.
あのくらいの思考誘導試させてもらわねえと面白くねえだろ。んで、もうこれまでで十分お膳立ては揃ってるだろ。なんで解決の流れまで昔の事件を真似る必要があるんだ。
もう一度言う。彼を見くびるな。宮代拓は際限なく求め続ける。彼が私を生み出した目的は。
We get cut off before we hear the real reason. The vision changed again. It was me. It was me back then. When I ran into the shelter.
そうだ。そうだよ。
That's what I thought then. I met the people from my class on the way here. They were probably trying to help a woman who was injured and covered in blood. They asked me to help, and I couldn't move. I couldn't think clearly, even though I knew how to give first aid. They seemed to think I was just gonna let the woman die, so they looked down on me. I hope I never end up like him, their eyes said. It was what I, as a right-sider, always thought about wrong-siders like them. It was the way I always looked at them. I hated it when they looked at me like that. I do all kinds of things they didn't. I should go back and tell them what to do. Were they treating her injuries right? Were they doing it in the right order? I could make the right decisions. That's what I thought.
Takuru?
お前、なんでここに
Suddenly, my parents appeared. That was right. It was when I run into them at the shelter. They were yelling something at me excitedly, and they grabbed my arm and I shook them off.
タクル？なんなの？こんな時まで迷惑かけないで。助かるのよ。
僕は助かる。
いいから早く。
All I could do then was open my eyes and stare at them. I'm saved? I remember thinking that. By people who had never cared about me before. I shook my arm away again. Saved? Me? Why? These people who had always neglected me, now were gonna save me? Just when I thought that. I saw myself holding my head in pain. My nails dug into my flesh, but the pain didn't stop and I kept screaming inside. No, this isn't right. Those wrong-siders in class never did anything good before, but they wanted to be good now? And they wanted to look at me like I was worthless? I feel like it's just a repeat, you know, we saw this before, but... I could see myself screaming more. My heart and head felt like they were going to burst. You're gonna save me? You, the people who just gave me 1,000 yen to take me out to dinner on my birthday? Again, how much is that? 10 bucks, I think? Yeah, 1,000 yen, about 10 buck-ish. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not the kind of person who just gets saved by parents who don't even want him. My mom was yelling something, but I couldn't hear it then, and I couldn't hear it now. Shut up. You just think I'm in the way, don't you? I think the same thing. You're in my way. What could I do? What did I want to do? How was I here? That's right, where's Sarika? I had carried Sarika on my back to get her to the hospital. I couldn't feel her on my back through the pain in my head, but I was doing what I was supposed to do. I was saving her life. Sarika would understand that. She always told me what I did was right. She was always on my side. Suddenly everything went white. Says shut up. You people should just go away forever. Sarika, save me. Please. That's right. These were probably Sarika's memories. That's when I made my wish. To Sarika. Give me something I want to do. Okay? Give me a purpose for living, I guess. Sarika's memories came into me through the D-sword, and my memories went into her. When she knocked away my D-sword, the visions vanished. When I came back to reality, the first thing I saw was Sarika's face. It was filled with despair, like she was about to cry. I'd never seen her like that before. I knew immediately that she'd seen the same things I had seen. Give me something I want to do. Help me do it. So I guess that's the original reason. Just give me something to do. You know? I'm bored. Give me something to do. That was the terrible wish I'd made. That was the only reason why Onoi Serika existed. Laughter filled the theater. It took me a long time to realize that it was mine. The pain from the leg my dad had broken was getting worse, but the pain in my heart was somehow worse than even that. Why did you have to like stab me in the back, by the way, sir? I don't know why you had to do that. As I rose, Serika started to stagger backward, as if she was terrified of me. When I saw her, I laughed even more. I survived the worst that my dad could throw at me, and a single truth was about to drive me mad. I went forward, dragging my left leg behind me. I was dragging her leg, very similar to Haida Rico, actually. Rico? I can't remember. Rico or Rika? Well, I looked and saw that where I thought Serika had stabbed me in the stomach, she only cut a bit of skin on my side. Oh, okay. So it wasn't like a full-on Dark Souls backstab. I hadn't even reached my organs. This wasn't a fatal wound, which meant that this was also... It was all a big show. It was all like a goose chase, a wild goose chase, just to make yourself a cool anime protagonist, Literally. It's also we can just have plot and turn it into like a story, I guess. The sword that Serika knocked away came back to me. I reached out my hands for it.
それでこのままお前が真犯人として名乗り出て終わりってわけ？いや違うか。それじゃあ僕が解決したことにならないもんな。その実感が持てないもんな。
やめろ。
そうか。父さんがあくまで真犯人役か。僕が父さんを殺して自分の手で終わらせたと思ったところで僕を気絶させて、それから
違う。
それからお前は世間に流す情報の調整をしたのか。もしかしてさっきスマホをいじってたのはそれ？警察にでも連絡したのか？
Even though, Aramura, I could tell that she was lying. Serika was crying. Why is she crying? I don't... Anyway, she was wiping away the tears with her sleeve. She looked like a little girl. I mean, she literally is, but anyway. No, she didn't just look like a little girl. She probably was one. No shit, Sherlock. She was only 6 years old. Oh yeah, there's that. I mentioned that before. She's actually only 6 years old, by the way.
だよな。6年前のニュージェネ事件で一度あの人は公開処刑になってるもんな。警察に捕まえさせて大勢の前に引きずり出さないといけないもんな。で、僕が危機に陥った時に父さん、佐久間が真犯人だったっていう証拠が出てきて、僕は一転英雄になる。
It's weird. It's getting meta.
そういうことか。
I mean, okay.
おのえ。
I guess if you like went through Chaos, because I never went through the Chaos Head visual novel. I know about it. I watched a bit of the anime, and the anime is obviously really bad and everything. But I guess yeah. I mean, again, the metaphor I made before, like, and the analogy anyway, it's kind of like Metal Gear Solid 2, really. It's like we're like in the shadow of like a better character, basically, from a previous game or something. I get the idea anyway. Like we were envious of basically being an anime protagonist, At least that's Takuru's whole deal, maybe. Is that what this is? I don't know. Unless there's an even bigger twist 5 seconds later or something. Well, my voice was shaking. The laughter was turning to something different. Serika kept crying and didn't answer me. Tears started to fall from my eyes and my vision began to blur. It was as if everything in our hearts was becoming tears and flowing out.
こっちみんなの大谷が死んだのも、音漏れたんの高柳が死んだのも、有村の知り合いだった柿田が死んだのも、ネット記者の渡部が死んだのも、南沢千里に見せかけられた灰田が死んだのも、伊藤が操られて結衣を殺したのも、野々が死んだのも、全部僕のせいなのかよ。
違う、私がやったことだ。
そうだ、お前がやった。僕がお前にやらせたんだ。
違うって言ってるだろ。
He says, alright. Serica's D-sword sliced apart some of the audience seats, but I kept going.
久保里さんの言った通りだ。僕の周りで事件に関する出来事が起きすぎてる。当然だよな。僕が解決するために仕組まれた事件なんだから。僕の両親を殺したのは、あの時僕が消えてなくなれと願ったからだろう。
Serica didn't answer. I didn't expect her to. You know what I'm wondering is why Serica is crying right now, because who cares? I don't know. Because she was just made with this one purpose, right? To manipulate everything, and otherwise she's an emotionless doll. I mean, I don't know, maybe she has some sentience, you know, in there that doesn't want to do any of this, but she's forced to because that's her meaning in life, I guess. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, I didn't expect her to.
事件は見事だったよ。やりたいことだったよ。美味しいネタだと思ってたよ。僕は中途半端なものじゃ解決したいって最後まで思わないもんな。
But in the end, after I solved it, all that I'd be left with was emptiness and the guilt from what I've done. That's why I knew what I had to do. Dragging my leg behind me, I finally made it to the edge of the stage. I could see the steps down into the audience area. All that was left was to go down the stairs and out the door. Serica's expression changed. She was still crying, but she seemed shocked.
やめろ。
She must have used her mind reading to see what I was planning to do. She ran to the bottom of the stage to block me.
バカなことは考えるな。
But I looked straight at her, as if to say that I wasn't changing my mind.
やめてくれ。やめろと言うんだ。
Yeah, don't do it. I spent a long time setting this all up, you know. It was a lot of hard work, Takuru, to set up this entire case. Asarika raised her D-sword and pointed at me. There was a warning not to go any further, but I wasn't stopping now.
お前は僕を殺せないだろう。
もう一度意識を奪う。目が覚めた頃には全てが終わっている。その時は何が起こったのかわからないかもしれないが、時間が経てばきっと気づく。
何に？
お前が本当にやりたいことは、お前が今考えているようなことじゃない。前代未聞の事件を解決した英雄として、この世界に認められることだ。
そんなこと、僕は望んでない。望んでいる！私だからわかる！いや、私にしかわ
Yorokobe? I mean, I'm just thinking of like Fate Stay Night, actually. You know, Shiro's whole deal about trying to become a hero and everything. I don't know. Because well, never mind. I was gonna say something about how, like, maybe did I mention it? I don't really remember I mentioned it. But the whole idea that, you know, when you become a hero, you have to make a villain, right? If there's no villain to defeat, then you're not a hero. You know, is the idea. It's, you know, sort of what's being echoed right now. Serika had to be the villain, otherwise, you know, Takuru can't be the hero, right? Serika's words probably came from the reading in the deepest parts of my heart. I wouldn't deny that. She was right. If I just let her handle everything, I would be a hero. A Segi no Mikata. And if I kept going forward, all that awaited me was destruction. When I thought about that, it was scary. It was terrifying. But I still...
どうして
She was still holding the D-sword. It was clear she had no intention of letting me go any further. I grabbed the hilt of my own D-sword and raised it as well. Suddenly we know how to... I know, suddenly we just took 10 levels in swordsmanship, and now we can, like, fight, I guess. I said to her from the top of the stage. I said the same thing to her that she said to me in that black prison.
舞台に上がれ。尾上セリカ。
Akatakoi. Fight me, I dare you. I could see her on the other side of her D-sword, looking hurt. You know what? Again, I'm just wondering why is she now feeling regret and crying right now? I guess it's because our memories, you know, or Takuru's memories flowed into her. I guess that's why she's feeling emotion right now. I don't know. It's just weird to me that now, suddenly, at this very moment, she's now, like, feeling any semblance of regret or, you know, sadness or whatever. I don't know. She must have read my thoughts and realized I wasn't going to change my mind, because she slowly came up. The bright lights illuminated her beautifully. I took several steps back the way I had come so I could keep my distance. Round 1. Fight. I must have lost too much blood because I suddenly staggered. My vision blurred. With only my right leg working, I was barely able to keep my balance. I couldn't stop here. I couldn't.
どうしてだ どうして犯人として名乗り出ようとするいや、どうしてそれが許せるんだその情報に踊らされているのは下に集まっている連中情弱たちだぞ情報強者のお前が最も嫌う情弱だ自分たちが偽の情報に誘導されていることに気づきもしない疑いもしない映画でも見るような感覚でお前の自殺を見物にやってきたくだらない奴らなんだぞ
Oh, we are reading a visual novel. It's kind of like that.
お前が名乗り出ればそいつらの格好の餌だなんで自殺しないクズいや神だ何を叫ばれるか想像できるだろう
I knew that. I could easily imagine it. The ones outside the Hikario building right now were probably the same ones who've been partying at Shibuya Scramble Crossing earlier. There were probably a lot of people writing irresponsible comments online. The TV was probably filled with self-proclaimed social commentators who were telling the audience exactly what they wanted to hear. But I've been the same way.
僕は情弱だ小さい頃からいつも隣にいた幼馴染のことさえ何にも知らなかった
I gripped the D-sword tight.
もう終わってるんだよゲームメーカー
Game maker, is what he said in Japanese. The moment she hesitated, I struck myself on the back with my own powers. Oh, okay. My vision blurred as I started to accelerate. I knocked myself forward and instantly closed the gap between myself and Sarika. Oh, okay, he was doing the force push. I thought he like stabbed himself. That'd be a weird thing to end on, but like no, he uses force powers to like push himself forward. Caught off guard, she stepped back and lowered her blade. She was ready to swing it upward. I ignored her and brought mine down. She brought hers up.
Taku, どうするの?
Another image came to me as the D swords collided. Her sword knocked mine away and I quickly brought it back for another strike.
ねえ、タク、最後のとこ、何か変なの映ってなかった?
And by the way, didn't I say from near the beginning, didn't I say Sarika was super suspicious? I kinda called it, you know, in the sense that she was the one always pushing us forward, right, to solve the case and everything.
ほら、ここ、これ。
It was just a joke, but at least mostly a joke, but as it turns out it was real. I saw flashes of several different conversations. I didn't know if they were my memories or hers anymore, but each time our D-swords collided, I saw another. Sarika wasn't just a normal girl who everybody loved. She was a mastermind who set up this whole game for me. She was the developer, and she killed Nono and Yui just to lead me to the end. The symptoms of blood loss were getting worse. My vision was darkening, and it felt like I was about to pass out. She kicked me? Ow. The sudden fierce pain in my stomach knocked me off balance. I dropped the D-sword and flung up my hand to try and grab it again. She kicked the sword away. I spun all the way to the edge of the stage. How pathetic. You just lose every time you just fight someone with your sword.